And this was a very hot day.
That was a very hot day, yes.
Married for more than 4 decades, Marilyn and Lionel Lumagini were more than husband and wife. They were the best of friends.
It wasn't easy. There were a lot of bumps along the way, hills and hurdles that we crossed. We were partners, we were teammates, and we did everything together.
So when Marilyn decided to retire, she convinced her workaholic husband to take more time to enjoy life. He even bought a motorcycle. Their plan, finish working on some rental properties and then ride off into the sunset together.
That last apartment we were cleaning up, he came home. I don't feel good. Being in the month of March, I thought maybe he was getting the flu. Until I saw his urine, which was an extremely bright yellow, brownish yellow. And I said, that's not normal, and we need to get to the doctor.
Their life journey taking an unexpected and devastating turn.
The doctor immediately knew that there was something seriously wrong and had asked us to come back and do an ultrasound.
That test confirmed Lionel had stage 4 cancer. What's worse, it was rare. A bile duct cancer seen in about 8,000 patients a year, with the only proven treatment, surgery. For Lionel, it was too late.
Who has heard of cholangiocarcinoma? It took me a couple weeks to learn how to say it. It had already spread from his bile ducts through his gallbladder into his liver.
Equally burdened with the lack of options, Lionel's doctor at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Tom Abrams.
It's horrible to have to tell patients that they have a cancer that we can't get rid of.
Rare cancers are historically underfunded.
Breast cancer, colon cancer, they get the bulk of the funding, and rarer cancers sometimes, really don't get a lot of research dollars and research interest.
Lack of interest means few treatments and very little in development, leaving patients almost on their own.
These patients come in, we know that the standard therapies don't work well for them, but at the same time, we don't have any trials to look at new and exciting therapies for them. So we're in this difficult situation where we really are struggling to provide these patients with the best care we can.
For Lionel, there was a window of hope, genomic testing, but insurance didn't cover the $4,800 price tag.
Dr. Abrams told us, don't worry about it.
Right.
We'll handle it here.
What they found, a unique mutation and a possible treatment.
We found a really interesting molecular abnormality. He had something that we see in upper GI cancers and breast cancer. In addition to standard chemotherapy, we then added a drug that's called Herceptin, which is used very successfully in breast cancer. He did really, really great with this treatment for a long period of time. Unfortunately, as with everyone who has advanced cancer, eventually the treatments stop being effective.
In July of 2018, 16 months after diagnosis, Lionel passed away. But before his death, he made a commitment to future patients and to Dana-Farber, leaving behind $100,000 and a fund that has raised thousands more.
It really remains a lasting legacy that will live on for years to come. We are doing some exciting research now, looking at different molecular drivers of this disease, looking at how this disease might respond to immunotherapy. And that's all as a result of this tremendous fund.
That research, initially focused on a rare cancer, may eventually be the key to understanding and treating the disease as a whole.
The more we learn about the rare cancers, sometimes that really will aid us in understanding stuff about more common diseases.
We had him for 16 months. It would have been a lot better had we had him for 16 years.
Marilyn says to be a part of that legacy is exactly what Lionel would have wanted.
There was not a lot of research in this particular cancer, and he felt that through him, that perhaps he would be able to save some of the lives in the future.
Wow, and the Lumigini Fund just continues to grow, which is great.
Right, and 200 patients with bile duct cancer have actually had their genomic sequencing done for free because of the fund. You heard how much it costs, so it's a burden for anybody, but they've had it done completely free because of the fund.
All right. Next, what doctors learn from families.